Alright, looks like I got a Gorehound. Looks like we have a Rattler, Skinnamones, Dreadrots on the back. Looks like we have a couple Krabbits hiding back there. They're horribly painted. Just deal with it. Skinnamones, and we're playing with a child. That's right. Beat down with a child. Looks like we have Death Knell, Cage Rager, another Skinnamones, another Rattler, and... oh.
Here we have Gorgon taking the place of an Artificer, a Manicore, 5 Griffins, because you can never have too many, a Hydra with an Arcanist hiding behind him, playing with Viros 2, the Horse 1, and his buddy Imperatus.
Are they really buddies?
Yeah, they're best buddies. They share everything.
They dropped the camera right there. Alright, so I finally remember to do Apparition. I'm so proud of myself again. So I'm doing the Dark Menagerie, so everything gets a corpse, which makes me happy. And then I decide, okay, let's just run everything up. So the Gorehound comes up behind a box just to give himself some cover, and I start making a screen wall. Basically, I know you're going to be bringing a bunch of heavy things in, and the Arcana I chose, besides her trump, was Shadows and Sacrifice. So Shadows is that lovely one in her command, which I forgot about that, of 5 inches. If you get into the melee of a smaller base, one of mine that are smaller, I gotta throw out a heavy. So I just want to make a screen wall for you.
Oh yeah, that was definitely was worrying me, keeping me back.
So either way, made me happy. And then I had Sacrifice, so everything gets healed up once you kill a model in her command range, or control range. So I'm just bringing everything up. I kind of do it more Death Knell in the middle, heavy stuff to the left. I bring 1 Skinnamones and a Rattler to the right, just in case I can get some good charges. I don't know why I thought Rattlers would be good for a bunch of Jacks, but they made me feel better about myself.
It still did work, like...
No foreshadowing. No foreshadowing!
Okay, so now I'm knocking over houses, because that's what Ret does. Powering up all my Jacks. I definitely went... Virus 2 loves his Jacks, so I figured why not bring all of them? My whole game is... And I did my greatest deployment move ever of forgetting 3 inches, because I went second. So that definitely did not help me at all.
I just thought you were scared of me, which made me feel even better.
Yeah, see, that was what I was actually trying to do. At this point, I'm trying to plan out, knowing the Arcana I'm going up against, is what can I kill at range? And I definitely have range with, like, Hydra, Imperatus, and, to extend, Viros. But really, it's just getting the Griffins into their position to act as kind of screens and possible shield guards, because I'm running Forge of War. So all my Jacks have shield guard.
That's how you got that? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Pretty good theme.
Yeah.
I fell over.
Yeah, Imperatus is really likes to lean forward. I knock him over at least once a game every time I play. At this point, I'm definitely making sure to keep the Arcanists safe so they can help be support later on, because too often they get shot off the table pretty early.
So right here, was there anything you were actually afraid of? Which side? I mean, you seem to favor all my Dreadrots with all your heavy hitters.
Yeah, the Dreadrots were definitely a goal for me to go after early.
Well, looks like I'm getting my fury back up. Oh yeah, I just ran the child last turn. Didn't even cast anything. I wanted her up there. So, apparating up. Some Gremlin Swarms. Looks like I'm trying to figure out math and realizing I don't know it. Looks like you're dancing over there. Damn.
Oh yeah, it's my the dance of hopeful victory.
Oh yeah, so this is great. Get this Cage Rager up there, and I'm like, I'm gonna Force Hammer, and I'm gonna throw a Heavy Jack right into your caster right off the bat.
Yeah.
I was pretty proud of this idea. So before I do it, I decided to move everything a little more, just get myself set, and I'm just gonna jam up there. I'm gonna block you, so if you do come after me, I'm just going to make a row after row of Dreadrots coming into you.
Yeah, that was definitely like seeing those dread rods was getting through those. I knew it was going to be a challenge with the list I had.
So right here, I realize I screwed up. Or no, I'm looking at the cast or the. Wow, what is it? Oh, that's Field Marshal. I don't care about that. Force Hammer. So I'm all proud of myself. I cast it. I hit you. I hit you at champ, and you shield guard. That made me sad.
And that Griffin, I was like 1-1, and he got slammed pretty far back.
I got you 4 inches.
Yeah, he was out of. He really didn't come into too much of a factor. But I needed him to be further up.
Yeah, so I decided, okay, screw it. Let's get this death knell up here. It needs to get that aura out there and keep everybody happy.
That aura was.
Oh yeah, that was making me happy.
Yeah.
And then the bunnies doing their little bunny things. Everyone's moving around. I'm trying to make sure I can actually have them land and do something useful if I actually move them there. Yes, I had the bunny run up and then jump behind the caster. Because why not?
That extended control range.
Oh yeah, that made me happy. That Gorehound is just chilling up there. He's laughing at everybody. The Gremlin Swarm is just confused. Yeah, I'm just running up everything. Or having them come up and rile.
I'm remembering that those things have stealth.
Yeah.
So at this point I know I'm going to have to start killing things, so I'm powering up all my jacks and figuring out if I need to allocate focus. You get up the Griffin. I think I give him one just so he can get back up into the battle. At this point I'm using the Artificer because he has his Magna Bolt, so I'm deciding what I want to shoot at and trying to pull some guys out of formation.
Yeah, that's such a weird ability.
It is. It's meant to clump guys together if I was like running an AoE, because it's really good about moving a shield wall out of.
Yeah, I can see that.
So Manticore is attempting to shoot the Gremlin Swarm in front of him.
Oh, you hit.
Yeah.
You just only do 2 damage or 3 damage.
I only did 3. I did not kill it, which.
Yeah. Death knell for the win.
Death knell for the win, indeed. Yeah, literally
that was 3 damage, so.
So Doge's having Magna Bolt. I can't really get to the Gremlin Swarm, so I decided to go after the Rattler to try and chip away at him. I hit, and I do some damage.
Yeah, I think you do like 4.
Yeah, it's not a lot, but it could. I figured it could come into factor later. I'm trying to think. Okay, I want to shoot. I want to keep shooting a little bit more. I don't want to run into melee quite yet.
I want you to melee.
I know you do.
Come give me a hug.
You want to get that?
I want to add pumpkins to all your heads.
Yes. I'm deep in thought. And by thought, I mean I don't know what I'm doing. So Hydra's shooting at, the Griffin. I run the Griffin up. I'm deciding how I want to run him up because he's gonna be a jam Griffin.
Jam Griffin.
I know he's not gonna be able to really proc synergy enough. Which I do have up on Virus because of theme. I get it for free. And Silas Wishnailer. I think this one move took a majority of my turn this time.
What we were talking about, we're dojoing ideas out.
Yeah.
Right there.
So he manages to hit, but he does not.
No, he doesn't even scratch him.
He does not. I think I rolled a 7 on dice minus like a lot.
Something stupid.
Yeah, so.
Armor 21 on the Cage Rager. He is just laughing.
Yeah. So now I'm shooting with the Artificer.
So I was hoping that I was going to be able to get a corpse. I was just out of the corpse range. I will check that repeatedly. I'll check the command range of the child. Just hoping somehow the numbers align to me. They didn't.
A bit of math that helped. Yeah, mine was just to get a guy. The artificer did a decent damage to that rattler.
You guys just keep picking on my rattlers in these games.
Yeah, because the rattlers in this not so much, but my virus one is like bye any of my infantry.
So I was really confused on what the hell I was supposed to do with where they get pushed. So I was just dancing people back and forth. Eventually, he told me to stop touching them.
It's like, no, pull the pumpkin card. It's a rattler. Okay, so after the artificer did his thing, I'm trying to figure out how many pumpkins. Right now, I'm trying to figure out Imperitus, honestly, because his gun can light people on fire if he manages to kill someone.
So fire is the only thing I'm scared of so far with the Grymkin. I think Menoth will be my bane of existence. The no magic, no fun stuff, blah blah blah, stand there and let us just slap you game.
Oh yeah.
So you shoot at my rattler?
Oh, I shot at the pumpkin head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and right now I'm lighting. I was just like, okay, that was the only clump I could really light as many guys on fire, and I did manage to light the death knell on fire.
That's true. And then you meleeed somebody, or you shot somebody. That's what it.
Yeah.
So I lost another pumpkin there.
And right now, Hydra's shooting because he has that. Or no, I'm moving at that Griffin who I needed to.
Either Griffin.
Oh, Griffin, yeah. Moving the tree. Hydra's moving up, or yeah, I keep jumping the gun. The Griffins are all forming their little wall of annoyance. Trying to create so Imperitus is going to get like as few charges as I possibly can have him get.
Yeah, I don't think you realized how far the child can make things charge.
No, I didn't. You sure you can get your guys up there.
12-inch threat.
Yep, and Hydra's going, he's taking a shot at the Rattler.
Leave my Rattler alone!
And he does good damage. He takes out the mind, I believe.
Yep. He scorches mind.
Yeah.
So I'm all excited myself, because I'm starting now, remember, I have pain response, and you are hurting my people.
Yeah, I did not know that, and that would definitely...
Yeah, this is like my second game with a child, so it was kind of a learning experience for both of us.
Yeah, and Varro's moving up. I have him shoot one of the pumpkins. He misses his first shot.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah, it was.
He needs to be, like, taken down a notch to... was a journeyman.
Yeah, and then he did make the second shot. And he managed to kill one of the pumpkins. And Silas, who does... he helps Synergy. That's the only reason he is there. Alright. Oh, that's your... No, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're doing the fire checks. Here's the break. I edited it wrong. Just deal with it. Alright.
So I think I knocked down one of the pumpkin guys.
Yeah, you killed one of them. It lit on fire. And then another one lit on fire, and then he tuffed.
Yeah. And the death knell who like gave a little like...
No, you didn't do anything to him that one.
Yeah, I gave him a pink belly and made him mildly uncomfortable.
Right? You scorched a dead horse.
Yeah.
So I'm just checking. I'm gonna get some skin and bone angry here. So I'm counting out my fury. I'm thinking, okay, time to do some abuse. I'm just gonna slap those things and make them run. So before that, I remembered Apparate.
Yeah, that gremlin swarm was...
Both of them, they're just driving you up the wall. I loved it.
Yeah, I have shooting magic, but Imperitus is and Virus were the only ones with magical weapons other than the two artificers, which weren't getting anywhere close to the gremlin swarm when they needed to be.
Hog time.
Yeah, Captain Mittens wasn't helping.
So right here, we're talking about how I can get my Glimmer Imp up in there so that way you can actually do some good.
Yeah, that -2 defense, well, within 5 inches of him is really good because Rhett does have decent defense on all our jacks.
So right here, I decided to have the Cage Rager do Cage Rager things. So he does one attack, does a massive amount of damage, does his next initial attack, does a ton of damage again. I think it's only like dice -1, but I'm doing some pretty good rolls on it.
Yeah, and the Griffin, like, the shield was the last thing up.
Yeah, what the heck?
He literally just was holding his arm, pleading for death.
So, I'm excited because I'm finally going to use a Gremlin Swarm to do Sabotage.
Oh my god.
Yay! What was I did 5 boxes on you?
I think it was like 4 or 5, yeah, and it did it starting in my movement column, so... In Manicore, I needed to not have that happen.
So the Rattler, we make a mistake here. I get all excited, he charges up. He was paying response from a shop from before. Then we realize, oh, okay, I could have charged for free. So basically, we do a 1 good attack on, what is that big blue guy?
Manicore.
So I hit him, I hit him. Do a little bit of damage. So then I take my next initial on, what's that little guy name?
My Artificer, and he manages to survive the first hit.
Yeah.
And
like
with 1 box.
That's it. With 1 box. So I'm getting ready, I'm paying for more. I just wreck this guy, and then about here, no, in a second, I decide to check control range, and I realize he is out. So I'm an idiot. I tell him, go ahead, bring him back, take the other damage that I did to your Manticore, back off.
Which did help it because his shield was still up thanks to removing that damage, so that's a big thing.
But I'm happy I caught that.
Yeah.
So, well, time for the Gorehound to be a dick.
Yeah. I have yet to kill him in any game.
Really?
I don't think I've tried to shoot him a lot, and he has never died.
Well, that's his goal in life. So he goes ahead and eats that, whatever he is.
Yeah, that's the other Artificer at on the other side of the board.
And then I do Lightning Strike. Hey, look at that! He's right there next to your caster now.
Yeah, that was not fun.
I love those guys.
Yeah, he was getting ready to lick his chops on an Arcanist.
Have you looked at their hands? Their hand feet are awesome. If the tongue's not creepy, the hands are.
Oh, God.
So the pumpkins are charging.
Yeah.
I figure, you know what? They are not going to survive another turn, and they're weapon masters, so why am I not using them?
Yeah. Yeah, they engage like my front row of Griffins, which is what I was hoping is I just didn't want Imperatus or Hydra taking weapon masters to the face.
Yeah.
They do decent damage on all my guys.
Yeah, they do a little bit, each one of them. I don't actually kill any of them, though.
No, but
I leave them for others.
Yeah. I think it was dice off 8 and 10 on most of them.
Yeah.
All the Griffins are armor 18.
But, yeah, I was rolling stupid high.
Yeah.
So, what do you get with a Skin and Bones that's fully loaded with corpses, with abuse and enrage? You just have good times.
If you're facing that thing, you have really bad times.
So, right here, I get the Death Knell to start passing out some corpses. I'm still sitting on 1.
I just imagine bodies flying to like your
Oh, yeah. Here, take this. You need some more pants.
Yeah.
So, moving Lady Rose up. Maybe I'm not doing... Yeah, I did Rose. Now I'm doing the Child.
Yeah.
So I'm doing Abuse. And I'm only doing 1 point of damage. And I decided to do it on...
I think you do 1 on both of them.
On both my skinnies. And again, 1 point of damage. That couldn't have worked any better.
Yeah. Taking a page out of Scorn's handbook with all your guys.
Slap them all happy. I'm just slap happy now. And Skinny is now ready to do what he does.
And this is where I get...
So I was just doing kind of a proxy base to make sure I can actually fit through everything. So luckily for me, and we're lasering it, make sure we're not going to bump it, that I actually would have the right charge lane.
Helpful templates, always keeping that reach accurate. Unless you have Imperatus, who's leaning so far forward,
I know, what a dick.
Can't fit any template in the measure.
Yeah, so we're making sure I'm 2 inches away from him, because that's as far as I can make it.
And then this damage roll is...
I missed the first one.
And I thought I was safe. I thought I was okay, and then the next one hit.
Yeah, what is it? So it's 19 plus 4.
It's like 23, right?
Yep. So hitting for POW 23.
Which is dice plus 5 on Imperatus, who's my toughest guy.
He just punches that thing.
He does.
Well, the worst part is I had to pay to charge. I had to pay for Pathfinder. And then I missed my first attack, so I only going to get three swings. So I take 2 on him and 1 on a Griffin.
Yep.
Because I figured, let's just cripple a bunch of things up for funds.
Yeah, he did trigger Phoenix Protocol, which brought Imperatus back up to full power as far as systems and shields, so he was able to go another round or 2.
Yeah.
But I was hoping not to trigger it that early.
Yeah, so I brought the Rattler in to start going after some more Griffins. Griffins for days, they're delicious.
And they were pretty weakened by the Dread Rots.
Yeah, and I think I'm just slowly whittling that stuff. I'm actually not doing that hot on those rolls.
Yeah, that guy... You'll see my card slowly go down.
So I'm running hot. I don't care about my beasts. They're there to be slapped around, and they're there to be beaten.
Yeah, they are. I didn't notice until I counted that you had a lot of fury out on the board.
It made me happy.
Make me happy. All right.
So what did I... Oh, yeah, killed another thing with a Rattler.
Yeah, the Griffins were really beat up. A couple of them were...
So I think I'm just pointing at things saying, I want you to die, flipping them off a couple times.
Yeah.
Doing Grymkin stuff. Oh, I'm sending bunnies in.
The Skin and Moans, I think, is on the other...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because right now you're wailing on Manticore.
Yeah.
I think you just killed him.
But now here comes the Bunny Brigade.
This made me sad. This made me so sad.
They actually do a couple points of damage. 2 bunnies.
They manage.
Boost to hit, boost for damage. They're just hopping around, just Peter Cottontail, having a good old time.
They do a lot to that poor Griffin. Okay, so now I realize, and actually most of those guys the one Griffin still has his Cortex and his shield generator up, and I'm realizing I have to kill a lot this turn. And in particular, I'm trying to determine, we're talking about whether I have an assassination run on the child at this point.
So, and I didn't mention before, the child has countercharge on her right now. I have the Rattler's Stills Death Animus going. So I'm not trying to be a jerk to him, but I'm saying you can try an assassination. Here's a good route. Kind of telling him you can throw some guys out of your way. There would be a shot, but I totally forget about that. And I forget about Retaliatory Strike for the longest time.
Yeah, and with Imperatus being the only one who had a valid shot, he was not... He couldn't afford to take a Retaliatory Strike.
Yeah.
If he was at full health, no Phoenix Protocol, I'd say, yeah, go for it anyway.
So eventually we both think that's probably just crazy sauce. We should not do this.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be funny, but...
Yeah, because Hydra had a chance, because he, with concentrated power from the Arcanist, would have had only -1 strength against the Skin and Moans that was in his way.
Yeah, we were thinking about maybe just throwing the Skin and Moans, get him out of your way. You know, other fun things like that.
Yeah, right now, and then I eventually considered, I just want to kill things. And so I started figuring out best ways to proc synergy to get it at max for Imperatus to go kill the Skin and Bones. So the Griffins start taking shots at the Dread Rots at this point. And I hit the one, and it triggers a tough roll, and he is tough.
Yeah!
So I try and shield bash.
Boo! you don't.
Yeah, I mean,
So we kind of talked about that. Just buying an extra attack for that, or at least try. Because
yeah.
you wanted to shield bash the Skin and Moans, which is armor 21 right now, which, meh.
Yeah, and since only one model can make synergy go up at a time, because otherwise it would be broken as...
All set.
Yeah.
Yay, corpses!
Yeah, so I'm giving him more corpses to throw at me next time.
Yes, I will.
And at this point, I'm just trying to get is what can I hit? And I think I'm using the Broken Griffin to try and do something right now. Both his arms are out.
Yeah, but you still do hit me, I think.
Yeah, I still
So I'm
managed
knocked down on one of those guys.
Yeah, I buy to boost on the first attack to knock him down, and then I hit him with another attack, which is enough to kill. Measuring some stuff out, determining can I avoid free strikes. I was kind of hoping to have Hydra go and kill the other Skin and Moans, but I realized I had to get him out of Imperatus's way.
Yeah, you decided to go for a bunny, which it was in your way, but you didn't kill it.
Yeah. At this point, I'm starting to get ready for heavies, trying to determine what are they going to kill. Griffin, the last few remaining Griffins are taking out some of the Dreadrots.
Yeah, that they are. They did so well that my death knell is full.
Yep. Was my plan all along. Not really.
I shall feed you till you overfill the corpses, and then you cannot take any more.
Yep. Okay, I'm figuring out the Skin and Moans armor, because I keep forgetting it. Practicing my charades, I guess. I forgot what I was...
Karate!
Yeah. So
here it goes.
So Hydra's in, he's at POW 20 with synergy at full.
Yep. So dice -1 on my Skin and Moans.
And he does a decent amount. I think he actually manages to kill the Skin and Moans.
No, he does.
Yeah.
The first attack was pretty piss poor, sadly.
Yeah, no, the first attack did pretty bad, and then he followed up with some good ones.
Yep, he got there.
I definitely avoided my usual mistake of boosting when I really didn't need to.
You did good on your boosting that time. I think, you missed maybe 5 times in the whole game?
Yeah.
You did good.
Yeah, synergy is definitely something, especially once I got into melee, I did rely on synergy to get those hits, because it made all my guys minimum mat 9s, which is pretty good.
Alright.
So now Virus gets Silas, tells Silas to get the hell out of the way, and Virus goes to kill a dog. It takes a couple attacks to kill him.
Yeah, it does. You rock him on the first one, though.
Yeah, it was so much.
I think it's like 13 damage or something crazy sauce.
Yeah, because Virus was PAL 17 at this point.
Yeah. So I'll be honest with you, when you got to that point, I actually thought, shit, you've actually taken over the entire top end of the board.
Yeah, and then I use Imperatus here to just kind of finish off the Rattler that's over there and take out those couple Dread
You made
Runs.
my day by bringing him out of that forest.
Yeah, that definitely allowed him to... That was kind of something I needed to...
You needed to take him out because the Rattler would have came after you.
Yeah.
All sorts of angry sauce. Which, I mean, you crank it on him. 2 swings, he's flying.
It didn't really come into play too much when Pierce does light things on fire with his swords, so... Which usually if he's swinging at something, it should die.
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty accurate. And you're just beating the poor Dreadrots.
Yeah. Flaming pumpkins right there.
Right.
And then I buy a couple more. I just say I'm going to kill that guy, so it's just like...
Yeah.
Field promote the other dude.
Alright. I'm pretty happy with life.
Yeah.
I have assassinations.
Yep.
I have 2 ways to assassinate. And if you have the child, that just makes you happy.
Yeah.
So, I'm doing fire damages. So we're making sure... Oh, no, I'm doing fury checks. So these bunnies frenzy. They frenzy to the point where they just destroy everything in front of them. That griffin didn't have a prayer.
Yeah, that griffin had 4 boxes left, and the bunny killed it.
Oh, yeah.
I was so sad.
I love those things. Yep, there he goes. That was from a Crabbit.
And the Cage Ranger, who I really wanted to frenzy.
No, he didn't. He didn't give 2 craps.
Yeah, he was. I actually did manage to damage the Death Knell with the fire. I rolled a.
Oh, yeah. I took 2 damage.
Yeah, I burned its side a little bit.
Yep. Some burnt pumpkins.
Yeah, I remembered to take concentrated power away because it is only for a turn.
Mm-hmm. So I've had Tantrum up this entire game.
Mm-hmm.
It has never done me any good. So I decided to say, screw it.
Yeah, I realized when I saw that skin, he was measuring out the Skin and Moans.
Oh, yeah.
I was terrified.
Skin and Moans and a Rattler right there.
Because Virus is camping 1 focus at this point, and not that it really mattered with dice plus 5 with the Skin and Moans.
Yeah, he was going to be angry.
Yeah, shaving just nullifies that 1, the plus 5.
So I'm mathing it out. Okay. I know I want to do good old abuse. I don't know, Skin and Moans. Then I'm thinking I need to do abuse again on a Rattler.
Mm-hmm.
But, we'll set it out. So right now I'm just trying to see if I can even get my Glimmerimp back there to do his job. And I discover that I'm about an inch shy if I actually run him around everything.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to him. So right here, I'm smiling ear to ear.
Imperius is right in
the child's way.
Right there. He is. And he is not looking good.
Yep. So let's make sure I'm actually saying it right. We bring a bunny. It hops behind a griffin, and the bunny is now going to boost and eat him. I think he does a couple points of damage.
Yeah, he does. And he kind of spreads the damage out. Nothing's out yet.
Yeah, so there's this wall of metal in front of me, so I'm like, let's make some paths and try to get that Glimmerimp up there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm telling you. In truth, I just want to kill stuff.
Yeah. And then we're getting ready for... I think you're doing the abuse right now. Yeah.
Yep, we're abusing. This time I do 2 points of damage.
Yeah, I know. I felt like I had a shot. Then I remembered, no.
And then I realized right here, the Rattler will not have a good charge. If the Skin and Moans can't do it, the Rattler ain't going to do it. So I decide, okay, well, let's at least make sure if I get the child up there, I can control these beasts. Child charge!
Yeah, and
So how do you feel about a child charging you?
Well, Imperius, admittedly, he did not think he was going to die to a child until he saw that big hulking monstrosity she's got following behind her.
Right. Just floating around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me 3 swings.
Yeah, because the first 2 took out his shield and part of it, and then the last one finished him off.
Yeah, I was debating here. I'm like, I just want to throw you, but if I don't do that 3 points of damage... Because I thought it'd be fun just throw it at your caster, but then if I push your caster out of the way,
yeah,
screw it, I'll kill it.
Because the virus was barely in the skin, was I think maybe half an inch to an inch in the Skin and Moans charge range. So if you knock him out, then I actually have a shot at getting back because Hydra's still up there.
So I decide I'm not going to bother with do my last attack on a Griffin, just in case this all goes down. So I bring the Death Knell up. The Death Knell, he charges in, and he's cavalry, and he hits.
Yeah.
Is he cavalry?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cavalry. He's cavalry battle engine, so that's awesome. So I hit. I do 2 or 3 points of damage, whatever. That's okay, because I got a Cage Ranger. He charges. And, he takes 2 or 3 swings on you?
Yeah, he takes a couple. That Griffin's pretty messed up, so the Cage Ranger has no issue taking him out, and that's my last Griffin.
But I can't reach is it a Manticore?
Hydra.
Hydra. I can't reach him.
Yeah, Hydra.
That was my original, greedy eyes.
Yeah, Hydra was also pretty untouched, so he was gonna take a few attacks, but I was definitely...
So what happened right before this is I was able to get the Glimmerimp back behind the Hydra within 5 inches of your caster.
Yeah.
And then I decide to have the Rattler come destroy Wishnell and
one of my Arcanists. So at that point he was just like
I'm toying.
Yeah.
I'm being a dick.
Well, at this point, you definitely have Valid Assassination, and getting those guys out and giving the scan modes a good run is definitely the right thing to do. Because Virus is, like I said before, he is only camping one focus, so I can only mull for so much damage.
And you were so excited thinking that I screwed up because the Gremlin Swarm was in the way.
I thought of the Gremlin, and then I realized it just apparated, so...
Or it's Ink Portal. I was like, yay, here we go.
Yeah.
So it takes 2 swings. I do 13 points in the first one?
You did, you about 13 damage, and then he...
and then 11.
You did 11, and then you did something like that. He had like 8 boxes. He only had 8 boxes left.
Yeah. So it was a good game. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Grymkin is terrifying.
Go Grymkin!